The Department of Health reports that the measles outbreak in the country is almost over. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III cited data showing a downward trend of measles cases nationwide. But he added that despite this development, they will not be complacent, as we hear from Naomi Tiburcio.
Jillian's 10-month-old was among thousands affected by the measles outbreak last February after failing to vaccinate her daughter on time. But this time around, despite some mothers backing off of immunization, she's taking an extra effort to make sure her only daughter is completely immunized.
Hindi po kasi, sabi po, ligtas naman po yung para po. Mas delikado pag hindi pa nagpaturo. Natakot po ako nung una, pero sabi po na kailangan, huwag mo pang irali yung takot mo. Kailangan, ano mo kasi yung anak, kaligtasan ng anak mo.
This World Immunization Week, the Department of Health announced that the measles outbreak is nearing its end since it started this February after a widespread outbreak response immunization, a joint effort of various government agencies. Just this year, measles cases reached more than 30,000, where more than 400 deaths were recorded. Whereas last year, there were only more than 6,000 recorded cases and more than 50 were recorded dead. In this graph, it can be seen how the measles outbreak from February gradually decreased until April. For now, the measles outbreak is under control, even as some regions have been identified to have had no recorded measles cases. Still, the health secretary says the outbreak and the danger has not yet passed.
In the three regions with the highest burden of measles, namely NCR, 4A, and Region 3, we have to be more prudent about saying that the measles outbreaks are over.
This after it faces an uphill climb challenge in regaining public confidence on immunization. Aside from measles vaccine, DOH says the public should also be protected from vaccine-preventable diseases such as tetanus, pneumonia, hepatitis B, among others. Meanwhile, UNICEF has this reminder.
We also ask local leaders to support hiring the health worker and mobilizing all the immunization team to ensure that every child is reached.
DOH says the fight to eradicate measles in the country will not end in their campaign. Aside from a sustained health center immunization program, the DOH will administer campus-based immunizations when the school year begins anew. Naomi Tiburcio, for the Nation.
Beyond the headlines,
it's news with a different perspective.
Before the day ends,
for events that shape our views and impacts the world around us,
we keep you up to speed.
With Richmond Cruz and Charms Espina, PTV News Headlines, your comprehensive nightly news source, only here.